Sword Art Online Alicization is licensed and produced by Aniplex, Egg Firm, Straight Edge, Aniplex of America, and Solitude. Studios A1 Pictures Networks, Tokyo MX, Tochigi TV, GTV, BS11, MBS, and ATX. Based on the works by Riki Kawahara. Please support the official release. Hello there YouTube, Jack here with more Sword Art Online Alicization. Nobody's corrected me on the first episode, so I will assume that this is at least somewhat correct in its pronunciation. I still hope, at least. Anyway, last time was the double episode, episode 1. I think it at least was episode 1 and not episode 1 and 2. That's just, you know, a longer episode 1 thing that sometimes happens. Actually, it's very rare, but it still sometimes happens. It's sometimes higher than rare. I feel it is. Anyway, we're gonna download a whole lot of in-game world thing in this, what is it called, Underworld from Alice in Wonderland, which is kind of, I think, where a lot of inspiration for this, at least, game and story came from. Like both the author for the story and in story the people who developed the game. Yeah, so anyway, the people, Kirito, the other dude, and Alice kind of wandered off into the little cave thing that actually turned out to be a tunnel, not a cave. Got some ice there, found some dragon remains, and then stumbled upon the, what was it called, dark something? I don't know, really. Anyway, and Alice ended up touching it, so she now is on the blacklist of whatever, the Imperial Knights, I guess. So I think that was the guy. Well, at least that was what the guy who took her away was called. Huh. I think it was. Yeah, and then we kind of left off back to real world, or actually Gunga Online, where we had a little shootout, then meet up, and then eventually Kirito got poisoned by the other dude from the Death Gun guy who then ran away. No, I mean, who ran away before he was captured and then got stabbed in the leg now, and I don't know how we continue from there. We kind of just left off with Kirito poisoned on the ground. And since Asuna has this little app device combination thing that allows her to monitor what is wrong with me today? Monitor Kirito's heart rate. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some nice visual of her watching the thing go down to 0. I mean, I don't think he's going to die, but I still think we're gonna get that scene. Come on, that is like the most Chekhov gun to have ever Chekhoved. So you can't not have that in your show, can you? Yeah, so as I said last time, I think this is gonna be the kind of thing where Kirito just winds up in the game as a coma therapy kind of thing, and the time there is faster, so he can't spend years in there, and it will only be, I don't know, months, days. I really don't know what the time ratio on that one is. And I guess since, you know, all the important people are kind of present in the opening, I don't remember the opening, but I'm pretty sure we had one, that they are also eventually gonna join the game. Although apparently you don't remember that you're in the game, so well, difficult situations all around. But I've talked for long enough. Let's get into the episode for everyone who hasn't already skipped ahead. 3, 2, 1, go! Honestly, that year calendar is so confusing. Well, you're grown up now. That's interesting. Is he? I mean, I think he is. Ah, yep, definitely. Oh, well, no. Okay, actually, he remembers. That's the first good thing, but it has no bearing on his physical appearance in the game here. But I do think he is grown up. Well, no commands. And apparently the Underworld can be super realistic. Back to that problem. Would they monitor the endgame world? I mean, I guess they would. I mean, come on, you shouldn't drink straight from a river. And here are more memories that you shouldn't really have. Virtual nostalgia. That's all kinds of terrifying, honestly. Alicization beginning. I think that's what the first volume is called, no? So he is in Underworld, but the memory switching, what I'm gonna call it for now, didn't help. Like, he still has his memories from outside, but not the ones that should be in game. By the way, what's she on there? Some battleship thing? Wait, was it like the woman there just, oh hey, it's Lisa. However you actually are supposed to pronounce the name, I always just said it like straight, Lisa. Anyway, the creator of Sword Art Online, did he have a wife or a girlfriend or something? Not Demon Tree. Is that what the tree was called? I don't think. Okay, I'm not sure. I can't even say for sure that it wasn't. Or that it was, or either way, you know? So the impression that I think they want to convey for now is that this is way more realistic and everything than a normal game would be. So he doesn't know either. Just go with the usual. Yeah, you kind of have a bit of memory loss, so to say. Ooh, more players. Well, if he doesn't have memories, how would he know what they're called? To get out of here, huh? Basically saying he has no idea what you're talking about. Bit more direct approach. Yeah, no surprise there. So I guess that is the old village, but it expanded a bit. What we see in the opening. Man at Arms, huh? So really, your entire work is chipping away at that tree, huh? Oh yeah, that was your name, Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's start the name list right away. I'm gonna need one anyway. Friendship! Again! Because apparently, for some reason, they don't remember one another. It's really difficult when the line there starts to blur, huh? So, yeah, at least you now know that it's a virtual one. So they changed the from normal down to S-shaped. Rock solid. Well, too bad you got kidnapped by evil people. You really need to learn when not to pry, by the way. Your calling, huh? So your calling is, I guess, in that sense, your job. Oh, Integrity Knight, that's what they were called. Maybe I should write it down. So, yeah, I was gonna ask if the name would trigger some memories there. Yeah, strange, isn't it? Which makes me wonder if, NPC memories get rewritten when you log out, and but why? Does the world continue, and if so, why without you? Well, the Taboo index sure is restricting, huh? Tree felling. Very slow work, by the way. How are you not deaf after doing this for years? Oh, yeah, that's what it was called. Why though? Looks fairly pretty. Well, never mind then. Every day, huh? And people before him and before them. That's a terrifying tree. Like, seriously. I know we've had this in the previous episode, but still. So, once again, Kirito gonna be super OP. I honestly really don't mind this as much as other people do. By the way, what are you gonna do if you're calling when you're done with the work, actually? Well, music's getting sort of the mood set up here. Though probably just gonna be a bit underwhelming. I thought it would have been a bit too easy. So, what's your avatar gonna do then? Can you skill it? Well, first I think you need to aim. I mean, you know you chipped it. When you think about it, that was 300 years of labor there. That's honestly horrible. How do you not have more muscles already? Why do I get the feeling that this tree is gonna go down sooner rather than later? First of all, he doesn't remember. And well, for once there's actually something useful in the index, huh? Well, it is fairly pretty. And once again, I get the impression it's supposed to be more pretty than what you would expect from the virtual world. Generic bully ahead. At least he feels like it. Come to think of it, if you forget your calling, wouldn't you violate the index? Well, yeah, I suppose you can. Though I guess the finer details remain to be seen. If he can't do anything for real. I mean, you know, muscle memory, I suppose, is still there. Both from other virtual games and real life. Well, yeah, the flashy sound effect and everything, so there you go. Sure, why not? Well, too bad, you've been shown up now. So now that you meet some other people, the question remains if they're all all have as many expressions as usual there. That would put the whole question of NPC versus player up there again, so to say. Like, the whole assumption why that Yujo would be a player was based on how many expressions he showed. Well, that's a classic sister if I've ever seen one. And you even got some adorable onlookers. I mean, do you? Well, that much has been established. That too. Well, you know, I mean, the past could have been fabricated. Well, at least the settings are different than from what he's used to. That's off-putting. Now that's the real question. And that's also, like, kind of reminds me a bit of Inception. You know, live your whole life and then thrown back in, thrown back into a young body. That's a needlessly big tower. So, Alice? Alice? No. Just some blue-haired chick. Why is everybody sleeping in a nude, by the way? Just from the episodes I'm watching today, this is like the second episode, Goblin Slayer. Episode 2, Shameless Self-Plug, by the way. We also have people sleeping in a nude. Why am I putting so much attention to that? I don't really know. It's really a minor detail when you think about it. Especially since both this virtual world and Goblin Slayer have this classic middle-aged setting, and you didn't exactly have air conditioning back then. By the way, is it just me? Or... I mean, I get the calling and all that. Okay, that's your life purpose. I've seen this done in other shows before. Like, this is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. But do you also have to wear the same clothes for the rest of your life? Because that's kind of the impression I get right now. With both Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh wearing the exact same clothes they did back then. No? At least Kirito, right? SAO project. 99999. Okay. So, what did we learn today? A lot, actually. I feel like a lot and not much at the same time. How does that even work? Think, brain. Think. I need you now. Don't fail me. So, interesting enough, Kirito still remembers the outside world. We have no idea how he got here after he's been poisoned. Maybe, you know, the poison has something to do with why the memories couldn't be blocked and the other ones implanted or something. And that further gives us the question of why do the other people not remember him? Because obviously the game has the same past with everything, with Yu-Gi-Oh and Alice. Well, we don't really know anything beyond that, but that still happened. So if they are artificial fluctulights, or whatever they were just called, fluctual light things, artificial souls in a way, artificial memories just floating around. I guess an interesting concept would be if they are actually connected to Kirito in that sense. I mean, we are entering complete sci-fi stuff here, but this already is, so I don't think that's too big of a problem in terms of my theory. Because Kirito doesn't remember this world doesn't remember Kirito. Basically how this works, or how I think it might work. Not that, like, if they are artificial memories, I don't think there really is that much control over them. Or that might not be. So it really could just be the simple fact that their memories are very much based on Kirito's, or sort of interact with one another. In the sense, pretty much exactly in the sense that I just said. Kirito does not remember them, and thus they do not remember Kirito. It's a vice versa effect, so to say. Well, so much for my idea. I have no idea who the blue-haired chick is. I don't even think they've set up anything in regards to who she could be. Yet. The only thing we do know, so Kirito still does have sword skills. No idea if that's his calling, it probably isn't, precisely because we've seen him chipping at the tree with Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I mean, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the 7th generation, then either Kirito didn't have a calling, which wouldn't really make sense either, or they both had the same, which I don't know. This feels more like the kind of thing only one person does, what I'm trying to say. And come to think of it, I forgot who they said bestowed the calling upon thee, but that might be who the blue-haired chick is, the one who hands out callings. I don't know if she is, but as I said, they haven't said anything as to regards who she even could be. But you know, if you show me a character and I'm to think that maybe we've already been given a hint who she could be, then right now I think this is all we've got. I could be completely wrong. I'm not really fully subscribed to that theory, but she does have some fancy headgear, so not human, I guess, maybe. Not too sure, honestly, but does it really matter? I don't think so. Anyway, I feel like this should be all for now. I don't really have much else to say, so until next time, see you then. Bye.